Hey, what were you doing on September 30th, 2023?
Playing Marvel's Avengers on the PC?
You're a goddamn liar.
Delisted games. Games that have been taken off digital stores, brought out back by the developers, and shot in the head. Delisted games have always fascinated me, just by the nature of having something you're not supposed to have. Like, every time I launch 16-bit Arena, there's a chance the FBI will raid my home. Games are delisted all the time, whether due to the game being expensive to run, legal troubles, replacing the original game with a better version, or it being a crime against nature. For whatever reason, whenever a game is delisted, it's sort of a sad event, losing out on experiencing a game's legacy. But to be fair, most of the games delisted weren't great to begin with.
Can't make it, the shit's stuck. Out of my way.
Oh man, I can't wait to play London 2012, the official video game of the Olympic Games! Well, there goes my plans. Some games are lucky and still have physical copies after they're delisted, so it'll be hard to play them, but you're still able to purchase them in some way. Some games, though, were digital only, and when they're delisted, they're gone forever. Well, you can sail the 7 seas and find a download of the game, but I would never tell you to break the law. Instead, I'll just show you. Okay, so why did I bring this entire idea up? Well, I've got some games that I own that you can't buy anymore. Some of these games were extremely popular when they were available, and some were just sad. So, as a Christmas gift, I thought it'd be cool to give you games that you'll never play or never buy. Yeah, how does it feel that you can't play Dads Beats Dads? Bet it feels nice. Alright, first up, we got a pretty surprising one being only up. Now, this game was huge. For like a month and it was delisted and then nobody cared about it. But it was huge! I bought into the hype of the game and got it for myself to try to beat it. Well, did I beat the game? No. Well, did I get very far into it? No. Well, did I enjoy the game? It wasn't that bad, actually. I was expecting this game to be awful by the visuals alone. But to my surprise, the game wasn't awful. It was rightio? In the game, you play as Mrs. Up, and you climb up the nicest neighborhood in Cleveland. This was a really big rage game about half a year ago. You know rage games, Jump King, Giving Over It, you know, games that YouTubers get comically mad over. Only Up is similar, where you try to climb up this huge area, and one slip up can cost you over an hour of progress. Well, what makes Only Up different from other games? It doesn't work. You don't have many abilities in this game. You can walk, run, slow down time. Apparently you can do that. And the important one, mantle objects to climb up them. Why is that one important? Well, this game was programmed by a gorilla with a rock. So the game isn't exactly polished. Some of the objects aren't physical and you just fall right through them. The momentum when you run doesn't work right half the time, so you just kind of fling yourself off a cliff. And with the mantle, the game is really bad at telling when you should be allowed to mantle things. So you can mantle almost anything. Miss a jump, you could probably just climb right onto the platform. Fall off a pipe, you could just climb back onto it. Get fired from your job, you could just probably mantle onto your... This one thing nullifies like 50% of the difficulty in this game. Half the mistakes you'll make is accidentally falling off a pipe or a platform, but you could just mantle back onto it for free. So that brings me to the main draw of the game. Is the game hard? Okay, so your challenge is to count to 1 million, but anytime you stutter, you have to start all over again. Are you ready? Please leave my home. The game's mechanics aren't that hard to follow. The platforming isn't great due to the weird momentum, but it's far from impossible. The only hard part about this game is that anytime you mess up and the mantling doesn't save you, you lose a lot of progress. It won't be hard getting back there, but it'll take a long time. But still, this is one of the easier rage games, mainly due to you actually having control over your character. So are there really any problems with this game? I'm sorry, I just can't get that sentence out. The game just looks like shit. The voice acting?
My father worked here as a driller, and he always smelled of fuel oil. I was afraid of him and hoped that one day he wouldn't come back from work. He drank a lot and often beat my mother and me.
I don't know if I could say that's voice acting. The game has horrible lighting. Like in the beginning of the game, I was flashbanged by these god rays. Like, did no one see this and go, I think the player shouldn't go blind. It made $2.5 million. The game was taken off Steam last September, with the main reasons being the creator was running into legal trouble due to some of the assets he used, and that led him to getting really stressed out and just delisting the game. Which is pretty understandable. Stealing bad. But one more thing I want to mention is the amount of clones there are of this game. There's one that stole the name Only Up. There's Only Up 1, Only Up 2, Only Up with Friends, Only One Way Up, Only Straight and Up, Only Up Samarkand, Only Go Up. Trademark. Yeah, you see this? You can't steal it. Poker Night at the Inventory was one of the first Steam games that I'd ever bought. This was when I was a stupid dumb kid with $0 to my name. So every game I bought was a big event for me. All I had at the time was Gmod, TF2, and Happy Wars. We all start somewhere. So why did I buy this game then? Because Heavy from TF2 was in it. And I really liked TF2. It was a simple poker game with 4 completely random characters in it. There is Heavy from TF2, Max from Sam & Max, Strong Bad from Homestar Runner, and Tycho from Penny Arcade, which I never knew where he was from until this video. Whoopsies. Okay, these guys are random picks, so why were they chosen? Well, the developer Telltale Games wanted to make a sequel to their first poker game night, which was...
Welcome to the Telltale Texas Hold'em Tournament. Let's meet our players. From Las Vegas, Nevada, Ted.
Nightmarish. They wanted to add more personality to the game, so they wanted pre-established characters to add more charm to it. They already had the license and models for Max and Strong Bad because they already made games for them. They were big fans of Steam, so they made a deal to use Heavy for their game. I have no idea why they added Tycho. So I looked it up. Apparently, Telltale Games used to go to the Penny Arcade Expo, aka PAX. I did not know PAX stood for that. I have no jokes, that's just pretty cool. But besides the characters, this is a straight up Texas Hold'em poker game. And if you don't know how to play poker, that's alright. All you need to know are that these hands are the worst hands ever made. What is this bullshit? One of the more unique things about the game though are the character interactions. Sometimes the characters start talking about themselves and to other characters. They talk about their own series, they talk about people about their series, and they just kind of make jokes about each other.
Ugh, hippos, corpulent brigands. Nothing like their elegant, ungulate sisters, the giraffes.
Huh?
You know what I'm talking about. Those slender necks.
Huh?
So long and muscular, you just want to wrap your...
It adds a lot of charm to this game. It makes it much more immersive to play, like you're actually playing poker with these characters. It's also nice because each character has a different way of playing poker. Like Max is more reckless and will bluff all the time, while Tycho is much safer, only really betting when he has good cards. However, the main reason Kid Me got this game was because sometimes the characters would bet items, and if you won those items, you get those items in TF2, which was insane for me when I was a kid. Like, you could buy some random dumb poker game and get a cool pistol from it? That's awesome! But then I realized when playing the game, I didn't know how to play poker. It took me 12 hours one day to get this dumb pistol. And I don't regret it. It was cool. But looking back now, it's still a really enjoyable game. Don't get it twisted. It's just poker. If you don't like poker, fuck you. Poker's fun. The game was so good, they made a sequel with completely different characters and themes. It's still poker, but they got different characters like Brock from the Venture Brothers, Claptrap from Borderlands, GLaDOS from Portal, Sam from Sam and Max, and Ash from Evil Dead? Man, I love these characters. We got Bimbly, we got Scrimblow, we got Zochanoff the Manender, Hoblop. Sadly though, the license for these characters used in the games expired in 2019, which resulted in the game being delisted, which is a shame because I never bought the second game, so I'll never have the opportunity to play it. Please ignore me playing the game, but I still have the first one, and it's like a little time capsule for me when I was younger and it had very few games on Steam. It's such a bittersweet feeling whenever I play this game again. Mainly bitter because what the fuck are these hands? What am I supposed to do with this?
Engaged.
Why don't we give our new friends a hand?
Avengers the video game was an action beat-em-up game where you play as Avenger characters and just kill a bunch of robots. As you can tell, I'm not the biggest fan of this game.
She leaps and does not score.
That was actually kind of a funny joke. Let me try mine. So why did I buy it? I didn't. My friend gave it to me because I liked Avengers. That friend is now dead. This game blows. All you do in the entire game is move forward and beat up boring robots. Yes, it's a beat 'em up game where that's really the point of the genre, but the way they do it, it just gets so stale that it isn't fun to play. Here's the average mission. Go here, beat up enemies. Go back here, beat up enemies. Go here, beat up a lot of enemies. Go here, beat up a big enemy. Go here. Here's a cutscene. Go beat up enemies. It's so repetitive and boring, and the combat itself doesn't help with it. There's a lot of characters you can play as, but all of them fall into like a certain type of niche where it feels like there's only like 2 characters. Like Iron Man and Thor are pretty different because they can fly. And that's really it. I have no idea why you would want to play as Black Widow. But for the entire point of this game's existence to be playing as different Avengers, there isn't much depth to the characters and abilities. For example, a good beat-em-up that does this well is Devil May Cry 5. Okay, so I just looked up if Devil May Cry can be considered a beat-em-up, and holy shit, I walked into a conversation I did not want to have. They're just similar games, okay? You beat up enemies in cool ways. Please don't hurt me. You play as 3 different characters throughout the game, fighting the same exact enemies. However, they do 2 things that make the gameplay actually fun. 1.
Open sesame, comic book overlords.
I don't want to strangle the characters. One guy summons demons to attack for him while you read poetry. I really like this game, by the way. And one guy has 4 different modes in which he can attack him with different styles and combos for each one. And Avengers just has this.
Great, my favorite.
Big shoe.
Okay, so it's not that fun playing as the characters. What about the personalities and like the plot?
And does not
No,
score.
the new character they add is Kamala, Miss Marvel. She's basically the main character for a big chunk of the game. We follow her for the most part, and I just don't care about her. Her combat is really boring. I hate her personality. She could disintegrate, and I would not shed a tear. And I don't give a shit about the plot. Okay, to be fair, let me read up on it. Actually, it could be really good. I ain't reading all that. Oh, and also, a small little thing. This was pushed as a live service game. All right, here's your paycheck. Ah, thank you. Why is it only $100? Oh, we're trying a new system where you get a bit of your check every couple of days to make it easier for us to pay you and to make it more satisfying for you. But I want my money right now. Oh, don't worry. You'll get the rest of your money in a couple weeks. Maybe a couple months. Maybe even a couple years. Oh, he's gone. Are you surprised that this game shut down? It got delisted due to people not playing the game anymore and also costing way too much to keep the IP afloat. Good. After the game was released, nobody cared. And when the game was delisted, nobody cared. Besides me, I was celebrating. There is very little I enjoyed about this game. This game represents everything I hate in a video game. Useless live service game with no fun gameplay, boring characters, repetitive visuals, buff men. Okay, bad news. This is the last game I own that is delisted and at least is sort of interesting. The good news, though, I've saved the best for last. This game is special. I got it back in 2015. Me and my friend used a website called Wheelhaws, where you get recommended a random Steam game. And the game we got was called Written in the Sky. It's a visual novel about an 18-year-old.
Yes, she's 18.
However, it's been so long that we have forgotten the plot. And I want you just to experience the game live with our reactions to it. Enjoy. Okay. I do like the sound effects. Okay, let's start.
I like the way that it flashes
No.
between. Please,
Uh-oh.
God.
Okay. What is that clock? Where's the hands? Please take down whatever notes you need for the Azuri? Am I saying that right?
Azure, or Azure.
Azure? Okay.
Azure.
Before the teacher could finish speaking, I stuffed my belongings into my school bag and jumped up from my seat. I was not expecting that. Oh, sorry. Oh, sorry. Goodbye, sensei. How could I leave the classroom without saying goodbye to our teacher?
The classroom.
Ah, what a day. I was asleep in class more often than I was awake, and I'm pretty sure I didn't learn a thing. Though I had no problem leaving class early, skipping class, my father was another matter altogether. Having an ace detective for a father isn't much fun as everyone thinks.
I can't think of a single situation where that would be fun.
I'm no expert in legal studies, but I'm pretty sure tickling me into submission is a violation of the Geneva Convention. That was pretty funny.
Me and your girl.
Yeah, as I sighed deeply
That was
over...
gross. Don't use that.
Unfortunately, unlike most girls my age, I don't have any interest in fashion or TV dramas or boys or any... Why do you need oars? You don't need oars. Really,
Oh
oars
my
as
god,
easy...
she's so childhood best friend core.
She has no... Wait, what does she like? Whereas as I don't...
Yeah.
If I were a tomboy, I have no interest in sports or video games. The only recreational thing I do is detective training.
I have no interests. I
only
like nothing.
I like detective training. My mother left us when I was still a toddler, shot by someone with a grudge against my father. Okay.
Why did they phrase it like it was her own decision?
Yeah, my mother left us.
I thought it was gonna be like the...
My mother left
like
us. That bitch, she got shot. But every day it's just the same boring, useless junk. Really, the way things are going, I'd be better off. I shook my head as... Wait, she wants to kill herself? This is a crazy story. Okay, so she's
Good
suicidal.
establishing character traits.
She's
She doesn't
suicidal.
like anything. Yeah, she doesn't like anything but detective work, and she wants to kill herself.
Yeah, and her mother.
So me.
And her mother left her at a
I've
young
been
age.
there.
Her mother left her at a young age.
By getting shot.
Yeah, she was so selfish for that. As darkness began to fall over the city, a solitary figure stalked the night. They walked up and down the streets looking for an artifact long forgotten.
Talking to NPCs and just
Oh.
like, what the fuck?
Okay, that's you.
Not here either. I know it's around here somewhere. Tonight, I shall take to the stars once more. I'm hot, bro.
This is a crazy living room. It's just pink couches.
Why do they have two empty picture frames on the wall?
Welcome back, Papa. Papa? You could be father.
I was gonna say I want to be father.
Yeah, you could be father. Hard day at work?
When is it not?
Why are you screaming?
Honestly, you snuck out of class again?
I Sorry, it's just this dialogue. This fucking face. Interrogator, sorry. Hey, it's not like that at all. Wait, did she have glasses? Am I
I
high?
think so. I think
Okay,
you're tripping.
I think I'm tripping.
Yeah? Well, you can just go to your room and think about what you've done.
Papa!
Now!
The only upside to being sent in my room is... I know how to sneak out. Whoa. This is bad. I'm just getting myself more and more lost. I probably crossed over into another city by now. Uh-oh. Just as I began to feel desperate, a shadowy figure emerged before me. Finally, I'm saved. Hey!
Hey!
Go on, make that noise. Yeah,
Is that good?
That's a good Roman voice. As soon as I called out, the shaggy figure ran in the opposite direction. Oh no, you don't. What? me when I chase strangers down the street.
It is. I've finally found it. I need to call HQ immediately.
Without wasting a moment, the figure ran outside, either excited or desperate after their interesting find. Sitting on the platform was a box, a small square black box, with strange characters all over it. Whoa, what language is this? I picked up the box in one hand and opened it with the other, and inside I found...
To the One Ring.
Yeah, I straight up this Lord of the Rings. Why is it white? Why is it so low quality? Despite the obvious difference in size between my finger and the ring, I slipped into my left ring finger. Hee hee. As a child gets to be a bride after all. As much fun as I really need to get home. However, as soon as I touched the ring with Jesus Christ, scared the shit out of me. That scared the shit out of me. Yeah, what the heck? Go on. Uh-oh. Okay. On this morning, the source of my dismay was anything but normal. A weird ring is my finger, which randomly starts glowing. My father getting angry at me for leaving class early. And to top it off, I had this strange feeling that I'm being watched. Is sleep deprivation causing my mind to play tricks on me? I don't want to consider it, but maybe I should skip class and take a nap. Azura completed the final leg of her morning journey. Her stalker emerged from the shadows.
So close, and yet I still can't get my hands on it. But I'll have plenty of opportunities from here on out. And once I get my hands on that ring, this universe will never be the same again. Oh my god, it's Thanos. Imagine the shadows go away.
I don't know.
It's just Thanos.
Without further delay, bright red from ear to ear, I removed my glasses, put my head on the ground. As I lay in the warm sun, not at all deterred by the hard surface beneath me, I slept both long and well. Oh no! How long was I asleep? It's already starting
I
to
wish I
turn-
could check, but these clocks don't have hands on
Too
them.
bad! This is bad, I can't believe it's dark outside. Just how late is it? Oh,
Oh, it's me. Oh, it's not that late. It just looks that way because my spaceship is blocking out most of the sun's rays. I can see the sunset.
what
I've
the heck
never
are you
seen something
talking
more
about?
anime. I'm talking about my spaceship. That's what you humans call them, right? I'm not getting the terminology. Why am I getting your voice deeper?
This woman, she seems familiar. Have we met before? You don't look like a student, and I don't think I've ever had you as a teacher. The stranger looked at me skeptically, as though doubting
Bro,
my
I walked
inability-
into school, my teacher was wearing that.
I'd have some. Wait,
I would
what
be
is
so
this?
uncomfortable.
Why does she have a collar? What does that do?
Anyway, forget about that. I'm here to make trade offer.
Trade offer.
That's right, Earthling. The is very important to me, and I must have it back at any cost. Oh, I'm sorry. My humanese isn't perfect yet. Haha. Ha.
The author should be for that joke.
Yeah. I suppose a rough translation of that artifact on around your finger would be the Ring of Binding.
The ring of binding, it's bonded with me. What does that mean? And who the heck calls this language humanese? Just who are you?
My name is Sienna, and I am the Queen of Mars.
Why does she have a normal name? And we have like Azura. I mean, I'm familiar with Mars, but
You are? You're a mere Earthling. We are aware of the situation on Mars. I truly misjudged you. It seems you are more capable than I thought. You pesky foreigner.
that's just racist. Hey, what did you just call
Epic
me?
Reddit moment.
Epic bacon.
A pesky foreigner! My window's open.
Anyway, enough of that. What were you saying about an offer?
Oh, that's right! How forgetful of me. The reason I came to you... Sorry.
It's okay.
Sorry, I'm getting too much into the character. The reason I came to you this day was to ask for your finger.
You want my finger?
Precisely.
Wait, that's you. After running the entire way home, I arrived in record time despite leaving later than usual. I ran quickly, taking every single shortcut I knew, and intermediately checked behind me for any insane pursuer. Just standing there, not moving an inch. You must be waiting for me. Good afternoon, Papa. Boy, you sure got home early today. Well, I guess I'll get started on dinner then.
Ah, don't bother with my portion. I already ate.
Ah, that's okay. Dinner for two then. Play the fucking one of those I don't know, sitcom sound effect. How did you? When did you?
Huh? I'm sorry, I don't understand what you're saying. Is that an idiom?
How'd you get here before me? And why are you here?
Oh, I see. You're wondering how I arrived before you. How did you do this thing? Oh, you're wondering how I did this thing. I'm sorry to say this, but your athletic ability is no match for my my transporter, if you will. It converts most forms of matter into light, then...
Forget about that. Why are you here? I don't forget about that. Say I'm instantaneous travel.
Yeah, that's kind of a big revelation.
That's pretty crazy. If she knows both where I live and what school I attend, then escaping from Sienna by normal means may be impossible. But if I had the help of an ace detective on my side... Go on. You swapped his brain with the brain of a goldfish.
Swapped their brains. No, don't be silly. I simply swapped his consciousness with that of the fish.
Is there a difference?
Of course there is. All I've seen is temporary. All I've done is temporarily move.
Her voice has changed so
She's
much.
Italian now.
Okay then, Sienna. Why do you want my finger exactly?
That's a silly question. You humans come up with the ritual requiring the finger after. Where is this going? For humans, the bonding ritual requires a ring. Okay, marriage. Okay,
marriage.
good.
I thought there was
that was a good ending. That was a good ending.
But why? Why would you want to marry me?
That ring rightfully belongs to the King of Mars. As the ruling queen, the one who wears that ring is destined to become my husband. My partner doesn't need to be male. Or even Martian, for that matter.
Yeah,
that's weird. This game is so weird.
Unbelievable. A grown woman is proposing to me because I ring told her to? What's more, she doesn't even seem to care that we're both girls. This is the weirdest thing.
This game is so weird. Are you really that opposed to marrying me? I can't force you to bond against your will. It sounds like you are. It sounds like you are, and that is what's going on.
Like, what other choice does she have? She's bonded to it. Just, why do you even want to bond with me? Can't you just forget all about this?
I wish it were that simple.
Whoa.
Oh, lore. Oh my god.
The aliens on Mars and Mercury are at war with each other, and so they're gonna marry the king and queen from each planet to form like a peace treaty. But the queen lost the ring, and now the ring's on our finger, so she can't marry the king. It took this guy 30 minutes to explain this.
The ritual was just a gesture, right? This isn't an important part of one you marry is from Mercury.
Two entities form an unbreakable bond. One which binds their very lives together, such that the death of one could mean the death of the other. If I, the queen, were to attain the power of the ring, I could unite Mars and Mercury forevermore. I will give you one Earth day to consider my proposal.
Sienna, I wanna... you. How'd she say that? How'd she say that?
Did I say something wrong? What I'm trying to say is, Sienna, will you marry me? If a life with you is even half as enjoyable, then I want to spend the rest of my life with you.
You really mean it? What the fuck? Hold on.
Yeah?
On howlongtobeat.com, I want you to guess just main story.
This is on it?
It's on the website. I want you to guess main story, how long it takes.
Reading all of it, we've been at it for about an hour and a half.
16 minutes.
Holy shit! So, Sienna, what do you want to do now? How do you perform that ritual thing you're talking about?
What are you talking about?
I can't go back to caveman.
Sorry. What are you talking about, dear? You already said it yourself. In other words, I'm not saying that.
No, we can say, well, consummate, that's a nice way to put it. Consummate, I don't get it.
Well, then, let me show you.
Charlie squeezing my face into her breasts. Sienna, what the heck are you doing?
Just leave it to me.
What?
It's Mario.
That's your cope. When you get stressed out, you go into Italian accents.
Yeah.
You agreed to
I may
this.
not have any experience, but I want you to know that I'm doing the Italian hand gesture the whole time with both hands.
Okay.
I may not have any experience, but if my partner is fated as her, then I'll do my best. Read that one. Interplanetary travel is neither easy nor instantaneous. We won't be able to return for a while if you forget something.
Hey, who do you think you're talking to?
Do you want to like fix my dad first? Like, can you fix my dad first? So, be it then.
Okay, so this guy in this guy's position, he had a coma for like 3 days, and he wakes up
And
and
then his daughter disappeared.
Yeah, wow, you're a good person. Is like,
Nice. Dear God, what happened to my eyes?
Okay, this game's funny again.
This is good. I like this game.
I guess that happens if you go days without blinking. My dad is blind.
Well, just remember all of this when you become a father.
How?
Absolutely. In fact, after the wild night we shared last night, I have a little. I don't want.
What are you talking about? How is this possible?
It's simple. During our bonding, we
Say it. Say it. Say it.
we exchanged ample body fluids using the excess.
Go on. Go on. I had to voice the child. You can at least voice this.
Using the excessive amount of DNA I extracted from you, my body will begin to create and nurture life. Well then, let us be off. We have a planet to rule, my liege, and a lot of work ahead of us.
What? Excuse
That
me?
was the end.
Oh.
And they all looked at this.
Nope. Not done. We got an
after
epilogue.
credit scene.
Since the day Sienna and I left Earth, many months have gone by. Slowly been groomed into the.
I don't like that. At this rate, our civilization will be revealed sooner than I dared dream. By this time next Earth year, you'll be taking part in yet another rewarding venture.
Sienna patted below her stomach.
God damn it.
It'll be wonderful to see the civilization you knew from childhood.
Indeed.
Go on.
And not as wonderful as the Mushroom Kingdom.
Whoa! What is this? Why is this so loud? This is so loud. War is already imminent, and
Hey, quit it! Quit it! War is already imminent, and you will be more of a target than any other.
It's scary to think we're already facing the possibility of death.
Agreed. This is not how I wanted to spend our early days together, ruling side by side.
However,
shut up! We shall bear the will of the people on our shoulders, and we must put up a brave front.
We must continue to work hard for the sake of the people, of our people. And if war is truly the only thing to settle this, make it a pizza.
I cook it.
We'll be ready.
I cook it the pizza. Yay!
Oh my god, I feel like I need to take several showers after that.
Okay. Okay. What would you think of that game?
I have no words.
Why? It was pretty cool.
And that's all the delisted games I have. Some legitimately great games, some okay or mediocre games, and one that'll get me arrested. Despite that though, it's nice knowing that these games won't be lost forever. The problem with delisted games are that once they're delisted, they're gone. You can't find a copy in GameStop or Amazon. The only way you're gonna find these games without owning them are through ROMs and downloads. It's a little sad that some games like Poker Night won't ever be re-released due to legal issues. However, I think that it makes those games delisted even more special. It makes that copy you own even more valuable by default and makes you happy that you bought it in the first place. That even includes games like Avengers, where yeah, the game is as fun as bungee jumping without a rope. But I don't know, I'm still glad I have the game because no matter how good or bad the game is, I still think it's important to keep the games available for people. It helps remind us of what works and doesn't work in some games. It's like a living record of what makes video games so great in the first place. Except for this game, I hope all 2,000 of these people are in jail. Yes, that includes me. I'm not a hypocrite.